Right, so it's Mr. Dosser back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the BMW M6 Coupe and Grand Coupe. Before we get into it, could you please like, subscribe and comment, and let's get into it. So the BMW M6 Coupe slash Grand Coupe made between 2012 and 2018. The Grand Coupe came later on. The Grand Coupe is quite a peculiar thing because it's a 4-door car based off a 2-door, which is based off a 5-door. Very strange, but in real life it looks amazing. Let me just show you quickly. BMW M6 Grand Coupe. Sorry if you can hear the typing on the keyboard. I don't know how to do it so it doesn't pick up the sound. As you can see, an amazing looking car. I think it's one of the last of the better looking BMWs. I feel like it's elegant, modern looking, stylish, but still has presence and stance. It's not too in your face, but you'll notice it. You see it, you won't see many on the road, and when you see it, you will notice it. Even those that aren't into their cars will know that this is something different. Now, a lot of people say, why would you buy an M6 over an M5? Actually, contrary to popular belief, the M6 interior is actually a slightly higher quality than M5, so you tend to get leather, high quality leather on the dashboard and the far extremities of the car. Whereas with the M5, you tend to get more like a plastic, soft plastic feel. So this is actually a lot more high quality, a bit more attention to detail and interior. And that's why it makes sense, because it's a GT car. This car's designed to blast down the Autobahn. It's not really a sports car, it's a heavy car. Anyway, car buy's got like a brief description and like a rating, 3.3 out of 5. A bit mean maybe. Yes, it's expensive to run. I'll give them that. It is expensive to buy and to run. 4.4 litre V8. It's the N63 engine, I believe. They are astonishingly quickly. They can be modded. You can easily get 650, 700 horsepower out of these with a remap. But, and there you go, there's interior. But there's a big issue with these. First of all, how many adverts are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 adverts. I mean, I know Car Buyer, but I had no idea there's this many adverts. Right, anyway. There's a problem with the M6 though, and that is the engine. Now, if you have a look on here on the M6 forums, 6 post, and other BMW forums, you'll see people having issues with the engine just seizing up. A quick Google search here shows it. BMW M6 engine seized. M6 2016 competition engine seized. Engine seized, needs some help. F13 M6 engine failure. Got piston heads, M5 post. Again, even the F10 M5 shares the same 4.4 litre twin turbo V8. The turbo is in between it's called a hot V, so the turbo is within the V of the engine. It's supposed to improve efficiency. It does make it a lot warmer, a lot hotter, so I guess more prone to failure, because heat at the end of the day causes damage to electronics and parts in general. But yeah, look, you see countless thread after thread after thread. Thing is, it's not just a one-off either. Like, I'm sure if you Google anything, you'll find an isolated incident. However, if you look at these threads, within the threads, there will be other people posting within them. So there might be 3 or 4 people in the same thread saying, yeah, this has happened to me as well. And then you'll have a separate thread, maybe a year later or a couple of years back or whatever, a completely different time, completely different person, different car, saying, yeah, I've had the same issue. And you might say, well, maybe these cars are heavily abused, heavily used. That's not the case. A lot of these cars were serviced through BMW. Like this one here was done through BMW. 2019, this person bought M6, 37,000 miles, looked after, one previous owner, full BMW service history. I still had the service pack, last serviced August 2019. So this is early 2020 that this happened. So being serviced, looked after BMW, not many miles, and the engine seizes up. Now, when the engine seizes up, in the UK you're looking anywhere between £30,000 to £40,000. depending on who you go through. Most likely £35,000 is the bill you'd be looking at. Now, that's more than the car's worth, and no one really has the money to pay for that, and that's quite a scary prospect to have to live with, and it doesn't give you any prior warning. It really doesn't. You know, other people have that issue as well. And to put it into perspective, the amount of money you spend on repairing this car, you can buy a used GTR. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's different cars. I mean, one's a luxury Grand Tourer, the other one's almost like a track weapon. It's just like what's known as Godzilla, just launch control all day. But I know it's not as comfortable and as refined, but it just gives you, in terms of performance perspective, just gives you the sort of idea of sort of running costs you're going into. I reckon it's probably cheaper to run a Ferrari at this point than one of these M6s. But anyway, there's one way of getting around this, and that's a BMW warranty. Now, there are lots of warranty companies out there. The best one tends to be the one with the manufacturer. Well, in BMWs it is anyway. So the BMW warranty, if you go on the website, you come up with this online quotation system, and it will tell you if your vehicle is legible for a BMW warranty. Now, I've tried this one here, which I've been looking at. BMW M6 2016, very nice, very lovely. However, it doesn't qualify for some reason. Let's try a different one. So we got this one here. This is on slightly pricey side. YB17 XUT. YB17 XUT. And you press find my BMW, and it gives you, yeah, so there we go. It's recognised it. First registration day. The S63 engine, which is the is an infamous engine. I'm going to say it is because it's the same engines in the F10 M5, and people had issues with that as well. No, current mileage. How many miles has it done? 34,000. This gives you a rough indication as to how much it will cost. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tick the box. Would help. Let's say 250 excess. As you can see, £1,595 a year. Now, it is quite a bit. However, for the peace of mind, it's well worth it. Well worth it. Because even if one or two things do go wrong, you probably look at spending over £1,000 anyway on just basic parts and stuff. And including labour, I wouldn't be surprised if one or two things went wrong in the year, small things, it would equate to that. So I think it's worth getting that warranty. In terms of what can you do outside of the BMW warranty period, so their terms of getting a BMW warranty, it's set in stone, but it's hard to find it without actually contacting them. But for what the forums say, it's along the lines of you need to have the car either serviced throughout its history with BMW, or if it's been serviced elsewhere, it's a VAT registered place. Here in the UK, they call it VAT registered, and it's got all the necessary parts, genuine BMW parts, which can be difficult to prove. And then BMW need to actually inspect the car when you buy it and say, yep, it's okay for a warranty. This can be difficult because if you're going to buy a car from a used car dealership or even a private seller, maybe private seller could be easier if they understand. They could say, yeah, that's fine, I'll come with you, we can take it to BMW and blah blah blah, they can give a check over. A dealership, they might be slightly harder to persuade. They might say, well, no, I'm not going to waste my time going to BMW dealership with you, I'll say it to someone else who wants it. And again, they might be hiding something, who knows. But anyway, it's a good car, has issues. If you can afford one, if you can part with that, and if you can get this warranty, then go for it. There are other warranty companies out there, such as Warranty Direct, I believe it's called. I believe it's Warranty Direct. Warranty Wise. We've paid $7,200 for an engine repair. You know, they do exist. I have heard the way they work, though, is that you put money. So let's say your engine gets seized, right? and you end up with a bill for £30,000. So roughly what's that in dollars? $40,000. You have to pay for that first. You have to pay for it first, then you can claim the money back. Now, some people have been quite successful with that. They manage to claim the money back and they get the money within a week or two. Some people it's taken 6 months. Some people take 3 to 6 months to get their money back. Now, I don't know about you. I don't have that money lying around. And I don't think a lot of people that are looking to buy this car as a used proposition would have that money lying around either. So perhaps people should look at it and think, well, either I have a slush fund. I mean, no one's going to have a slush fund for that much. You're going to have to take out a loan, which is ridiculous, because you probably already take out a loan to buy the car in the first place, because the car's about roughly 30 grand. We'll probably see you into one, maybe mid-30s for a really nice late example. But then at that price, I'd say mid to late 30s, just go for the warranty. Early 30s, lucky to get a warranty. If you do, it'll be an external one. But yeah, that's the BMW M6 in a nutshell. Let me know what you think. Is it your favourite M car? It's not my favourite M car, but I'd say out of the modern BMWs, even though it has a lot of faults, it's not perfect. I do believe, reliability aside, it is almost the perfect BMW, modern BMW. It has the power, it has the comfort, it has all the technology you need. You do not need touchscreen. I'm adamant about this. This has everything you need. The problem with sat-navs these days, or sat-navs in general, they're out of date. Car entertainment's always out of date, it's always behind. Unless you've got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, unless you've got those two things, you're always going to be out of date. So most people will use their phone, or they use an old phone. A lot of people have a second phone or an old phone lying about when they, change their phone every 2, 3 or 4 years, how often you change it. You'll have a previous old phone, and most likely it'll be a touchscreen 5 to 6 inch size phone, maybe bigger. Use that as your sat nav. Be more than good enough. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.